Hey guys, so usually this would be the type of video where, I'd be very excited to give you guys UBL matches in Citra quality Wi-Fi battles with nice little edits, and basically do my best to entertain each and every single one of you. But this is going to be a different kind of video because I think I'm gonna need to use this to give you guys the gist of exactly what the situation is. Like this current situation, this current temporary situation, but basically, just to give you guys a quick version of it, I am going to be leaving Dhaka this Saturday. I'm going to be going back to Sydney, and yeah, it's crazy how these 3 months, to me at the very least, went by so damn fast. But yeah, like, as far as my current schedule goes in YouTubing, I will definitely say that it's much more busy than it has been for the last year, because it's no secret that I compete in the NPL minors, the UBL, and also do GB analyst work and trainer cards, which for the record takes a good amount of time. But basically, I'm not trying to sugarcoat. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat the situation. I'm gonna say it the way I genuinely think it is. Whatever you want to think of it as, feel free to do so. That's your interpretation, and I can't change that. But with the way things are going, guys, like, a lot of time it needs to be put into what I'm doing for as far as YouTubing goes, because like for the NPL minors, I'm kind of forced to take a good amount of time building to even come up with proper teams, as well as take mocks in the process, so that I even have a genuine shot at taking on my opponent. And yeah, stupid dogs are gonna bark in the background because it's disgusting as turf wars. But basically, a good amount of time needs to be put in my NPL minors work, because it's, despite the fact that it's just a Pokemon Showdown League, like, the competition there is very stiff, and unless I take a good amount of time in team building and get a good number of mocks in the process, I'm gonna basically get smashed, and that's not the type of content I think any of you would want to see to begin with. So in that sense, there's that. And as far as the UBL itself goes, like, don't get me wrong, I love competing in the 3DS format, because it gives me scope to give you guys something different in my channel, which would be Citra quality Wi-Fi battles, along with the fact that, some nice little edits to sell each situation even better, and basically entertain each and every single one of you, because that's the point of this league, for me to have fun with my round 1 Pikachu and give you guys good matches if possible. But as the way things are, this also takes a good chunk of time for me, because first of all, after I'm done playing my match, I need to export it over to my 3DS. I mean, export it over to my PC, and due to the fact that my laptop is absolute hot garbage, I cannot record the battle as leniently as others do, because everything slows down, and as a result 36 to 40 freaking minutes get spent on each battle, recording the battle, before I need to slow things down with Adobe Premiere, and then after that I do my narration. I try to give the needed music that suits each situation properly, because I don't want to be that type of content creator that just slaps on one music and then just calls it a day. And add that with the fact that I also add edits as well, that also takes a good chunk of time. So it's because of all of these things that I mentioned that a lot of time gets put into what I create as of now, and it's because of that I need to operate under a schedule. Now, as far as this schedule goes, I'm not being able to follow it properly, because, again, since this is my final week here in Dhaka for now, plans are obviously showing up that require me to spend time with my family and my relatives. And I will definitely choose my family over this anytime, any day, because that's the kind of person I am. I love my family, I love my relatives, and considering the fact that I'm leaving this Saturday, for Pete's sake, I want to spend as much time with them as I possibly can. So with these plans showing up, I'm ending up prioritizing them over this, and it's because of this that all this like all my plans that I have now, like the schedule I'm running, it's a complete mess at this stage, and I can't find the usual time I could to dedicate to this because again I'm prioritizing them over this. And I don't feel any shame saying this whatsoever. I'm sorry if this makes me sound selfish and like I'm putting things at risk. Like don't get me wrong, I'll still put up the UBL matches, the NPL minors matches, and the GBA analyst work. Much more very lenient on time and all, but it's the situation's a very huge mess as of now, guys, and it's because of that for this week alone, you won't necessarily be seeing the type of quality videos that I attempt to bring out each week. So I'm generally sorry for that, guys, but just for this week, you're gonna have to bear with me. And it's because of how messed up my schedule is as of now that, like, for my next 2 UBL matches, I'm going to actually have 2 of my Bullet Punch Club boys pipe in for me, which would be 6 Foot Hacks, who's going to be facing Root, who's the guy I'm facing this week. As well as what's his name? Matty Brawlick, who's gonna pipe in for my match against Automatic in the very next week. And the reason why the schedule also got messed up, guys, is because the UBL now is trying its best to make sure that the league goes in a a week in advance. And be right back, guys. Alright, sorry for the random cutoff, but basically I need to close the door because everybody just left. But yeah, as I'm saying, like, I'm sorry if this makes me look selfish, but I think any person would do the same thing if they were in my shoes. And as I was saying, the reason why this schedule also got messed up is because of the fact that, like, the UBL is now trying to stay a week in advance, in the sense that, like, each battle that is to be uploaded happens a week before it. If that makes any sense, which is why we had that 1 week break and you guys didn't see week 3 of the UBL. So as a result, I'm going to need to have 6 Foot Hacks pipe in for me against Root and Matty Brawlick pipe in for Automatic, which would mean that, like, as far as next week goes, you're actually going to see my week 4 UBL match happen in 6 Foot Hacks' channel, because I think that this would be better for this league in terms of more exposure, and at the same time I think it's just the right thing to do. And for Matty Brawlick, I'll leave that to him. It'll probably be uploaded in my channel, I suppose. But yeah, basically the gist of it is you guys will not be seeing week 4 on my channel, but in 6 Foot Hacks' channel, because he agreed to step in on my steed, because I just need a guy to just do my next 2 matches, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation as of now. I'm really sorry, guys, but again, I just need it for this week because I'm leaving this Saturday. I'm gonna be reaching Sydney on Sunday night, and yeah, I hope that after all of this, I can put in the needed time and dedication to everything, which I have high hopes that I definitely will be able to do. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. And as far as my match with Daniki goes, another thing which I'm going to try to keep as short as possible would be the fact that he and I try to have this as a meme match, because both of us are kinda going through our own stuff at the moment, and we just wanted to relieve stress in the sense of a meme match. And basically in the first match, I got bodied by basically I built for him, he built for me. And in our first meme match, I got bodied by Curse Suicune, because, like, I was not aware that Curse Suicune with Res just 6-0'd my entire team. And as far as the second match goes, like, it kinda was one-sided and unfair to Daniki, because, like, I gave him a Zygarde which could not even touch a freaking Klefki. And so, like, as a result, that kind of made Hawk and the other guys that are running the UBL upset, and justifiably so, because we prioritize our own entertainment over this league, and we are sorry. But again, due to the lack of time, because again, this match was freaking done yesterday, despite the fact that, like, we're all supposed to stay 1 week ahead. we could not care less. We could care less about this match at this stage, and like due to lack of time, interest, as well as personal issues going on in our life, we decided to just get this match done for the sake of it. So I'm just gonna run through what I got. They're all just pretty much standard sets. Light Ball Pikachu with Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Hidden Power Ice. And again, none of us necessarily wanted to run a certain set that just outright body bagged each other. So yeah, like I have Thunderbolt Pikachu, pretty much a self-explanatory set. And then we have Reddit 10, subscribe to his channel by the way, great content creator, with Icicle Crash, Knockoff, Pursuit, and Ice Shard, with the Muscle Band because I just pretty much slapped something at this stage. The next up we got Ice Sleep, the leftovers Yuxi with Stealth Rock, Dazzling Gleam, U-Turn, and Thunder Wave because it's my Zygarde counter. Zygarde check, definitely not counter. Yeah, forget what I just said. And also something to paralyze the freaking Tornadus or something, and because T-Wave is a very fun move. And then of course Mama Jolt, the leftovers, Spidef, Kangaskhan with Protect, Toxic, Wish, and Return. Again, a very self-explanatory set, just filler in defense. And then we have the big dog, the Choice Bandit, Zydog, 10% with 1000 arrows, Outrage, Toxic, E-Speed, Max Attack, Max Speed. And then lastly, of course, Thunder Wave, aka the Shukaberry Klefki with Spikes, Toxic, Thunder Wave, and Dazzling Gleam. Because again, Zygarde is a total pain in the ass, and yeah, I don't want to get 6-0'd by it. So that's pretty much the gist of this team. Sorry for the very lack of effort put into this, but yeah, I'm gonna just move on to the battle and then call up this video. So be right back, guys. Oh yeah, we're back right now. Sorry for what you're seeing right now, but basically I tried recording this before, but alas, you know, apparently now Pokemon Showdown is very hard to run on Google Chrome, which is just really frustrating beyond words. And funnily enough, both Dan and I had a very tough time playing this on Pokemon Showdown to begin with, because God knows what in the Blue Jesus is going on. But yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. But basically, I knew exactly what Dan's team is. He knows exactly what my team is. This is a Figure Berry Zygarde with Coil, DD, E-Speed, and 1000 arrows. Substitute Nasty Plot, Mega Houndoom. The same curse, the Curse Restock Suicune, which I found pretty funny, not gonna lie. Fire EMZ Tornadus with Heat Wave, Superpower, U-Turn, and Hurricane. Fizdef Miltank with Stealth Rock, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Milk Drink. And lastly, I have Speedy Rotom. And yeah, just by looking at it, I figured that my Weavile was my best lead, so I just lit up with it. Again, we're playing this match for the sake of just getting it out of the way, so don't expect anything fancy. Sorry, and like again, sorry in advance, guys. But yeah, he's gonna lead up with his Miltank. I'm gonna switch out. He's gonna try to Thunder Wave me. He's gonna miss. I'm gonna set up my Stealth Rocks too. And just for the hell of it, I decided that I'm gonna Thunder Wave this Miltank too, which in hindsight was a terrible play on my behalf, because Miltank is something that I'm going to find very troublesome to break in this team, and you're gonna see exactly why. But yeah, I'm gonna go into my Thunder Wave, the Klefki, and I'm just gonna prioritize getting my rocks up. Getting some spikes up, because that's pretty much my main plan to win this, to even have a shot at winning this game. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to get up 2 layers of spikes, and I'm gonna switch out because I need to keep this thing healthy for his Zygarde. And potentially getting a Toxic off on this thing, as yeah, I'm gonna go into my Mama Jolt. I'm gonna try Toxicking, and like I completely forget the fact that this already is a paralyzed Miltank. It just goes to show exactly just how motivated we were to play this match, and I'm really sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw up a Wish in the air, get myself back up to a decent amount of HP. I'm just gonna go hit this thing with a Return, get back to max HP, and then I'm just gonna throw up another Wish in the air. Wait. Yeah, I do that, don't I? Yeah, I throw up another Wish in the air. He goes for a Size Move Toss, and now I go into my Okada. He gets paralyzed, and yeah. Basically, I'm having a tough time breaking this Miltank, and my best way of actually having a shot would have to be this Light Ball Pikachu. So let's see how much Thunderbolt does, and surprisingly, that does 56%. Okada once again showing why it's an absolute madman. But yeah, I'm just gonna predict the switch. I'm just gonna go for a Volt Switch, because at this stage I really could care less. Gonna go out in my Weavile, and yeah, I just took this as a chance to go for an Icicle Crash, because I figured that he wouldn't want to go to Suicune or his Miltank because of the hazards that are present. As yeah, I'm gonna be able to pick that thing off. I'm gonna knock off this Suicune, get rid of this leftovers, because it's actually a legit threat to this team. And I'm now gonna go to the big dog, aka the Zygarde 10%. He's gonna go for a rest, perfectly fine. I am just gonna go for 1000 arrows. Get whatever damage off I can on this thing, and unfortunately he gets a curse on this, and that's actually kind of scary. But then again, like, I do have a Pikachu, so it should be fine. Like, there's no way this thing could have swept me by default, I believe. But yeah, the next 1,000 arrows is going to knock out this thing. And now out comes this, the other biggest threat to my team, which would be this Figure Berry Zygarde. And like, not wanting this thing to be a huge issue, I'm gonna just go for 1,000 arrows. He's gonna DD up and then go for a coil, which makes sure that he's gonna be able to leniently take the next 1,000 arrows and pop his Figure Berry, which is kind of scary. Now here I make a bit of a misplay in the sense that I switch out into this when in reality I should have sacked something off. But yeah, I'm gonna just go for a Toxic here. Thankfully I don't get paralyzed. I'm gonna pop my Sugar Berry, but I'm still gonna die because it's a +2 stab, adamant, 1,000 arrows. Now I'm gonna go out to this, and yeah, Uxie's gonna be able to take it because of my severely high HP investment. Thanks to the Dazzling Gleam damage with Toxic damage as well, this Zygarde is essentially going to drop right now to Toxic, so we pretty much dodged a huge bullet there, I guess you could say. But anyways, he's gonna go out into this, the Mega Houndoom. I'm not gonna try to let this thing set up on my face or something, so I'm just gonna stay and let this thing go down. And now pretty much my goal is to just chip this thing down as much as possible to the point where E-Speed is gonna be able to pick this thing off. And since he already did reveal the substitute, like, that's pretty much a given. And yeah, he's now at 10%, which is actually very good because now Ice Shard is guaranteed to pick this thing off, and I don't even need to lock myself in the E-Speed with my Zygarde, as he's gonna hit us 2 Fire Blasts. He's gonna knock me out with Paralyzes, which I could very much care less about because now out comes Redithen. I'm gonna pick this thing off with an Ice Shard. And now, last but not least, there's this Tornadus and Tornadus T. I'm gonna be able to hit my next Icicle Crash, and then like I'm just gonna pick this Miltank off with my knockoff, and like thanks to the Stealth Rock and the spikes damage, he is definitely gonna be in range for that, and that's gonna be a 2-0 victory for the BPC. So yeah, once again guys, sorry for the lack of effort into this, or the lack of energy. I'm kind of very burnt out as of now. Don't get me wrong, I'll still try my best to put up a very good Trainer Cards episodes, because again, I'm not trying to take the opportunities that I have for granted, and like the new amount of interest that my channel has been getting because of this effort I'm putting is something I genuinely appreciate a lot about you guys. So seriously, thank you all for that. But yeah, just for this week, please do bear with me guys. I promise that from next week, I'm going to do my absolute best to put up the quality type of content that each and every single one of you deserve. So yeah, until then, please bear with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all understand. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Peace.